With FIFA 19's career mode being totally dead, I've been trying to think of ways to keep you interested. Many channels do one-off videos and I'm gonna do one today. Can you win anything with a team signed from the transfer list? Gonna use a terrible League 2 side, Red Star FC. There's no realism mod on this, it's literally the base game. I'm posing the question, is there silverware in the future for us? I don't think there will be, but then again, I don't use the transfer list, so I don't know what actually appears on the transfer list. Does anyone use the transfer list? I can't imagine it being as effective as Football Managers, because if you want to sign someone on FIFA, you just do it. It's not like the AI teams push you to spend over the odds. Start of the first season, Red Star are looking like this. Best player on the field is a right back, Bagayoko. To make this thing quicker, we've got the cheat engine open and we've revealed everyone's overall. The global transfer network really needs to get in the bin. Let's filter this a little bit. Age 16 to 24. 24 is the max that I want to go. We have a 72 Joel Pojanpalo. Sorry if I'm butchering the names. Transfer budget is 2.58 million. Pretty small squad as well, so we can't really transfer list players to bring the money in. So we have a left back going out the door. Bit more sizable, this transfer list, but really the only one interesting me is this Finnish lad from Bayer Leverkusen. His wage is sizable. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. In reality, I need players in the higher 60s. We can afford players like that. It's the wage more than the value that's worrying me. Sebastian Rincon. It looks like he's got a Timber shirt on. This is much more like it. Valuation's low, wage low. He's the right age. 67 overall. He'll help the side. We might be looking at our first signing here. You see, they're transfer listed, but they're not transfer listed at a price. So you still have to negotiate. Really, is transfer listing actually useful at all in this game? We're having to pay 1.2 million for Sebastian Rincon. Next time around, what I'll do, I will offer the valuation of the player. I've kind of gone in hard with Sebastian Rincon because we need players. We need to, survive in our job. We have our first signing. We've actually got decent players on the bench as well. Why is this 65 not playing? 66, we've got a 66 striker. Stick him in. 68! What is going on with this team? Is out for 7 weeks. Same club in Portugal selling the 66 overall goalkeeper Miguel Oliveira. He's on less wage and a smaller value than Hubbard, so we'll go for the Portuguese lad. Let's see, if I offer exactly the valuation, nothing more, nothing less, would they give me the player? No. That's not how that works out. It's took me £560,000, but I think we're going to slightly improve our goalkeeping situation. We have another 1.48 million to play with. Also, because we've just brought in a goalkeeper, we might be able to sell one. Sagan Tosu, we're offering well over the valuation, 400,000. Transfer list is not hugely populated yet, so you're scraping the barrel. Only £275,000 has been put back into the transfer kitty. League standings are looking like this. We're not doing too bad, currently 14th place. Of course, if you were desperate for money as a football club, you'd also look at the free agents list, but we know that FIFA's free agents list is totally broken, and we'd definitely be able to win something with that. It's quite interesting though. Straight away, you're forced to make signings that you would definitely not make. It looks like we're facing Monaco in the cup. Let's see how that goes. Lost 3-1. It's not a bad showing. Winter window now, and well, it's not exactly bursting with talent here. I think I might pick up this Ricardo Rodriguez. So this is a deal worth £700,000. The form of these players is quite worrying. Okay, give me the bad news. We are currently in 15th out of 20. Yeah, the form might not be great, but this is way more than what we expected. Surely, we do need to take care of these contracts, especially on the younger players. 4 loans and an expired contract that we're not going to renew. Everything's coming from Portugal at the moment. No, this is not allowed. This is to approach to sign him on the contract expiry. I guess we figured out what the next video is going to be. Can you win anything with Bosmans? To be honest, that's more promising, isn't it? You could get some decent players on free contracts. Immobile has gone on to Real Madrid for £80.9 million. I'm not sure about you lads, but there's something in the back of my mind that's telling me that's never gonna happen. We're done with the winter window. It's time to move on to a new season. Can we bring in someone better than 67 overall? We finished the league season in 14th place. That's really good. You see? It's filled up now. Some interesting ones. Fazzi and Pinato. Those are players that I'm looking at with a deep interest. Transfer budget is 3 point something million. With that taking a sizable chunk out the transfer budget, we're only left with £870,000. Now, we managed to do really well in our pre-season tournament, and we've sold some of the deadwood, bringing the transfer budget back up to 3.03 million. We have a 22-year-old 70 overall centre mid, Santiago Colombato. Great name. Right on the money. His valuation was 2 million. They were happy to accept 2 million. It suddenly got a bit serious. 70 overalls coming into the club. Can push another centre mid out the club. This time we're gonna go with Mfulu. Got enough to try and tempt this guy in. El Alucci. We spent £900,000 on him. Got a little bit of a deal. £700,000. Players actually valued at over 800,000. Just depends on what he's wanting on the wages. I know that he's going to cut it, but by how much? Nah, this is not happening. His wage is too heavy. I'm going to end the negotiations. That is a shame. We were that close to getting a decent deal. As summer spending has come to an end, it's time to quickly move into January 2020. Not exactly what you want to be seeing here. I'm below target, 66 manager rating, risk of losing 5 players. I'm going to let Bagayoko go. He is 30 years old. Didn't have enough money to be wheeling and dealing in the transfer market. So the board hate me, but we finished in 6th. That's definitely an improvement from last season. Next season we might get promoted if you give me the money. They have given me the money. That's 5.68 million. Let's get things done then. We need a striker. We have options. Alessandro Rossi, Hector. That's an improvement at centre back. Yes. Looks like the transfer list is relevant to what you as a club are doing at that moment. So currently we're seeing way better players on the transfer list than what we were doing in the first season. Bocniewicz and Rossi have joined the club. Currently got £984,000 in the transfer kitty. Need a right back replacement for Bagayoko. We'll wait to see what we do in the pre-season tournament, because a good one might get us a decent amount of money, and you never know what's going to pop up on the transfer list. This is way more interesting than what I thought it was going to be. I'm quite enjoying myself on FIFA 19. Words I never thought I was going to say. I think the club's had to resort to signing Tim Payne on a free. We have a release clause being paid, £650,000. I'm pretty sure this guy was a central attacking midfielder anyway, so it doesn't really fit in with the 4-4-2 system. We were about to sign up a centre mid anyway, so let's call this Arab's replacement. A transfer offer for Share, so he's out the door. All right, I'm going for it. I need the numbers. I'm sure the players that I've brought in will gain me promotion, or at least give us a chance. Thing is, this guy is so cheap, we might be able to find ourselves a better right back later on in the window. I'm going to go so cheeky here. Lads valued at 2 million. I'm only offering the 1. No. I thought not. Okay, that's fine. That's understandable. Just paid £1 million for Owusu. Worst player on the pitch, right back Ferreira, 65. Other than that, this is looking like a strong team. Please, when we drop into January, be top of the league. That would make my day. We're slowly running out of time here, but there's definitely evidence that we kind of need to keep on investigating. What? What has happened to the team? We're 17th. I'm stunned. I'm about to be sacked. Really, what am I supposed to do in this situation? I can't afford anyone who would make this side better. The violins are certainly playing. We're going down with the ship. The international break will give us a bit of breathing space. It's April now. We're still not out of a job. It should not come as a surprise to you that we're not entirely satisfied with our results this season. We have failed to achieve a number of objectives and have thus fallen short of what we expected to accomplish, both on and off the pitch. We are hoping for a stronger commitment and better results from you. That said, we believe you deserve another chance. I know for a fact, if I was a board member, I'd want him gone. You've spent how much? And you finished where? Let's give it one more season, one more go. That team should not have struggled. I'm very disappointed with the boys, but I can't really get rid of them. You see, there's an issue. 4.12 million in the transfer kitty. Right back, Andreas Solano. We'll shortlist him. Centre mid, Jeremy Bretonnier. Is there a centre back on the board? Try and get the cheapest available wing backs. Oh, he's got a £1 million release clause. Improvements in the wing back spots. Have some of that. There's a regen. Sink Graven. Great name. No right midfielder. Oh, God. 2% sell-on clause. Drop in the ocean, that, isn't it? Would you be all right with an £8,000 wage? 7.8 with bonuses. Okay. How many centre mids have we got? Enough. Plenty. We can get rid of Tim Payne. Quite a substantial amount of money here. I know for a fact the board will take a significant cut of it for the Lamborghinis and mansions, obviously. You know, football comes second priority to them. It's rather exciting. Like, there's more life to this transfer window because my choice is so limited. 3.2 million. I could try and push for 4.2 million here. I'm sure Leeds will actually buy. Oh, we'll take that. 4.2 million for Panato. Seem to have put myself into a small spot of bother. The massive amount of strikers that were on the list are suddenly not on the list. Transfer budget, 7.87 million. We need a centre mid. We need 2 strikers. He's definitely someone that we can try and get. Atemue, 2.2 million. 2.85 counter. Remove the sell-on clause, submit the offer. His first name's Admiral. The team will survive. I don't know about myself. Fridolin Wagner. Where do they get these names from? Negotiate the transfers. Please, boys. This time we're getting promoted. Is there like a lack of right midfielders in this game? That man's got like a small release clause. I wish the negotiation cutscenes could be, you know, a bit more snappy. I got business to attend to. So my third choice striker just got sold for well over his valuation. I couldn't say no to it. Didn't get anyone to replace him because there wasn't anyone available. I tell you what, if you really do want a difficult challenge that you might not have tried on career mode, this is probably it. Sad news, we've not got promoted. We are well off the pace, 9th place, but somehow we're not doing too bad on the manager rating. Oh, a right midfielder! This certainly needs more investigating. I have really enjoyed it. Having an option maybe at the start of the game where you only can sign players from the transfer list, that could be a good save. At this moment in time, I'm just as baffled as when we started the save. This has been Cutzy. Thank you for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, then please give it a like. If you're not subscribed around here yet, then there's a big red box down below, and press the bell icon for mobile notifications. I will see you next time.